Making sure that's written right. Yes, it is. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Midday Rising, Grand Even, wherever you're located. 11:55 right now. 3-3. We on it. We vibing. We vibing. We definitely vibing. Let me see. The screen just said Goddess Strength. But we'll see. We'll see what the message is for the collective. Um, what downloads do I have for you all right now? Although they just tend to come through when we're pulling cards. More like confirmations. We still have the moon in Pisces. We have an intense energy around us for new connections, right? Now, those connections are coming from where you feel you're currently at in terms of exchanging or having that emotional exchange. So, your intel when it comes to your own emotions right now is at the forefront, along with the gravitational pull and push when it comes to connections that play with the heartstrings a bit. It could create a song that you love. It can even create a song that you love, but it makes you cry. You know, Jupiter is going to expand whichever rhythm you're connected to the most. Jupiter is going to expand whichever rhythm you're connected to most. Okay, so Venus and Mars will be going into Aquarius on the 6th. We have the full moon in Virgo on the 18th, is it? I keep mentioning it and still it's the 18th. Mars and Venus in Aquarius, you're going to be getting to know it could be a new set of people that you work with, or more compassion amongst those that you've been around that are also going through a shift that's allowing them to be more open because now they're becoming more spiritually fulfilled and enlightened. So, with all of this Jupiter and Pisces energy, well, wherever it currently is, too, it's really expanding on whatever it is you're really focused on. So get focused on what you want. The most simplest way I can say, which is 411, the main thing I'm feeling from this message right now for you all, from here on out, from the moment that you hear this, it doesn't even have to be during the month of March or 2022, but from here on out, really get yourself into creating the opportunity you're seeking. Create what it is that you're seeking. Create what it is that you're seeking. Okay? So, yeah. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe, divine, infinite, creator of all, divine masculine, divine feminine, all that is part of this creation. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the galaxies. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the solar systems. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my ancestors, spirit guides, the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for the collective to see through your own mind's eye, the eye that sees all. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I'm like that. A new start is coming. As I split the deck on the moon, we just had the new moon in Pisces, which cleans the slate or sets you up for new connections that are truly fulfilling. 555. That are truly fulfilling. I promise y'all, sometimes I'll be saying stuff within, and something tells me that I told y'all, but I don't be saying shit. Okay. New romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. That's how y'all feel. And this feels like a connection of a lifetime. One that has gone through test of time, each side, in order to balance that which is within, to be balanced without. A lot of healing, soothing, and surrendering, all which take courage to even start. The courage to surrender, the courage to heal, to say, I want to do this. 11 is a big number right now. Just saw 411, 711, 717. 7 and 4 is still 11. The rhythm. Adjustments are required. There has been a reevaluation. This could have something to do with 3 women. This could have something to do with 3 women. This could be someone that you consider a great communicator. Or this could be you when you're making plans and focusing, where the adjustments are required, where paying attention to what's most important as you're planning. Even throughout this week, with all of this Piscean energy that's flowing around, that which comes with fantasy, illusions, and delusions. But it also talks about purification, completion, due to a certain level of growth. Adjustments are required. Communication is key. You are good enough. You don't need to seek validation about whatever this is that you're seeking clarity on. You already know. I'm just talking this way because whoever resonates with this message, what I'm saying right now clicks. You don't even need that moment. Either way, you have to wait for a message for something to click. Get going on anything that you've been prolonging. And if it has to do with collaborating, don't sell yourself short. And the way that you communicate is very important. Very important to the way that you finalize your processes and bring things to balance, especially when it comes to trust. Okay, especially when it comes to trust. Under adjustments are required, you have looked at the bigger picture with the new moon in Pisces, which is what we just had, and you're very close to achieving your goal under that. Some of you need to clean something up when it comes to what you have just reevaluated about yourself when it comes to trust, and where you feel balance when it comes to that word in general, what that means to you, you know? What are your values when it comes to trust? This could have something to do with energies of the past, which is a moment you have already experienced. Memories or photos of that experience. It's time to move on. Some of you have to communicate to yourself that you are more than enough. Yeah, you may have your own way of doing, your own way of thinking, but you are more than enough. We gonna make it. 717. Divine timing is at play. You are a star. You've gone through a lot of healing here from many past lives. That's the Six of Cups energy up there. We gonna make it. Some of you may be a twin, or you may have twins. We gonna make it. Or you embody so many different aspects of the matriarch on both sides. Even if you are connected to people and not by blood, your soul knows this environment. 4-4. Your soul knows that environment. That was the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It was designed perfectly for your inner strength here. You aren't good enough. You're more than enough. You're more than enough. Take that cup, that new cup of love here. That new cup of self-love. You're protected. You went through these lessons of the heart. You have a very big heart. To see your true value. Everyone's journey is different. To see your true value. Everyone's journey is different. Everyone can view this in so many different ways. That she's trapped, that she's not trapped. She's choosing to be there, she's not. However, 1455 on a timer. We have the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. Cancerian Pisces energy, Moon in Pisces. A lot of karmic energy. 4th house and 12th house. A lot of past life energy there. Tell me about this energy. Communication is key. But you're going to be victorious in all of this. Jupiter and Leo. Jupiter is going to expand wherever your heart is right now. Whoever this message is for. Do not conform to society. If you have been, that's your message. 12-11. Depending on where you are, Central Standard Time, it's 11:11. Just had to mention that at the time that this is coming out. You're running right into victory and success, doing things your way, doing it your way with universal love, bringing love into it. It's like no longer settling because it may not seem right to someone outside of you. What is your soul telling you to do? telling you to do? What is your highest self telling you to do? Look at the bigger picture. Adjustments are required. Meditate and contemplate. Work through your fears. Be bold and make the first move is under that. Last 2 years, you know all that you must know is just 1700 on the clock, 1212, 133. The last 2 years, you've been really breaking things down. Each time you would break something down, you would think, okay, yeah, we here, we reached at the pinnacle of it all. But your pinnacle is different. This type of deconditioning that you're experiencing of not conforming to what others feel is a solid enough risk for you to take or not enough. However that fits, whatever you feel like you should be doing, but something outside of you is on an opposing end of it, that was all there to get you to not to conform to what's going on around you, make you so uncomfortable to get you to work through your fears. And then we have here the Page of Swords, which is also the Eight of Cups energy, walking away from things that no longer serve you, depending on what the belief is. So it's like once you cut yourself out from things, you're running directly into victory and success because communication with mental clarity becomes much clearer between you and the universe as well, you and the elements. You're realizing that's more than enough in terms of the guidance. But there were some experiences that you had to undergo so that way those cells that are connected to that form of communication were now activated. Per se. Two of Cups. Core values, fourth house energy again, with the Cancerian energy here. A lot of cutting out from very close relationships here. A lot of heart healing has been happening. And that allows you to take charge with this newfound inspiration. This feels like when you're sitting in the crib, sitting in your house, chilling, but it's cold, the temperature's cold, it's a winter day, winter night rather. But the heat's not working, it hasn't been working. And then it starts to cut on and you start to feel that heat coming. And it's like that moment where you're just like, oh, you really start to feel where you fit in within your own passions. You've been so caught up from your own soul that the moment that you feel it, it feels like the heat just turning on after days of no heat, where it's nothing but below 30 degrees. Like, karmic justice. Karmic justice. Balance of the scales. Mental clarity allows you to fully receive the gift of the heart, the gift of unconditional love, the spaces that puts you in, the energies that attracts to you, the energies it repels from you, where in the past it was doing so, but these were moments where you would go against your own intuition. But all of that's being balanced out now, at least for the last 2 years from what I'm seeing here, whoever this message is for. Adjustments are required right now because the scales are being balanced. The scales are being balanced. Look at that. And that's what I mean about this newfound inspiration, or this warmth. This Knight of Wands is bringing in this Page of Wands. This inspiration takes you longer than you could even imagine. 22:33 on the timer. This is the healing of that inner child, though. A deeply wounded inner child, because from generation to generation, things were just being swept under the rug. There's a sensitivity that was looked upon as weakness. And something like that created a butterfly effect. And some yet still don't know until probably they come across this message that it's something to that effect. Like, that thought even came and went as to what I just said. I'm pretty sure some of you are just saying it right now. Wow. It's like it all matters to get to a point where nothing even matters. Picking it all up out of curiosity. Not really looking at the way one communicates in love. Has passed on a way of communicating that led to one believing they weren't good enough. Not so much like what the glue is putting together, but the actual glue itself that's holding things together. I'm like, what's this justice up? There it goes. Swords. Lessons when it comes to the heart. Four of Wands. This is going to lead to overall fulfillment, happiness, marriage, new contracts, new connections, long-term connections. The contract is of the soul itself. There's not a document that in the world that can solidify this. It's a connection between souls. Everyone that took part in your experience too. To even find each other again, 25:55 on a timer. To find one another, to get to a space of reaching the high priest and the high priestess within. 25. Just want to see, yeah, you're learning now. All of this was just teaching you how to express yourself, and a lot of connections where you not doing so, you're being taken advantage of. But at the same time, you've learned so much about yourself because it made you go down the path of seeking your truth. You've been meditating and contemplating, meditating and thinking more logically. Aligning what it is that you're feeling with your thoughts. Because before you probably were too naive to even think that certain energies around you would even make you feel that you're not in a space where that you can be emotionally secure. So to recognize and to decondition yourself of what you just recognized, all of that is shifting. Okay, it's shifting. Just continue to work through whatever it is that you may feel that's pulling you back into accepting something that you don't have to accept. You don't have to accept that. Especially when the universe is on your side balancing things out. Understand your journey, who you are, what you want, and what you can do. What you can do with who you are, with all that you are. Okay. Let's get an animal spirit card. Bob Marley right now. Jamming. Animal spirit message for the collective. You are good enough. You are more than enough. Adjustments are required. You are more than enough. Here we go. Final message. Animal spirit. The fish. So you don't be wandering back. Let me see what you got at the bottom. Yeah, the hyena and the fish. This. Whoever's resonating with this message right now, you got to be honest with what you're feeling right at this very moment. Be honest with yourself about everything that you are feeling, that you are thinking, and the way you express yourself about it. Is it the truth of what it is that is within your core that's telling you, yeah, this is what's going to allow me to move forward, or is it going to keep you stuck? This is an energy of a person that laughs through their problems to not fully handle it. Yes, it's one thing to control your thoughts, but if you're feeling, anxious and down and out, feel that out and feel it through. Feel it through. Feel it through. Create a solid foundation for yourself when you're feeling these energies through as well. Be deeply rooted and grounded in what it is that you're asking for. You're going to receive an answer. Anything that you ask, you're going to receive an answer. This energy is not even asking questions. This is also about prosperity and abundance too. But it's going to take a lot of healing and surrendering of connections of the past. Plenty of it. Because a lot of people you want to support you or to work with, you're realizing now that ain't it. It was all part of the lesson, no nonetheless. It was part of the moment. For a season and a reason. Let's get another message here. That's really not being honest. That energy was somebody not being honest with themselves to fully go through the process of what that dark night of the soul is intended for. You're going to be having conversations with yourself or with whomever you feel that you can trust. Now, that could be the issue right there, where these conversations that they should be happening. I'm not going to say they should be happening, because you can do however you want to do it. But there's certain things that I feel that you would have in communication with Source, the Most High, your higher self, than those around you. Because it doesn't even matter if they have the exact image of what your experience is, they're going to still have their own vibrational experience in their own personal life to not feel everything that you're feeling throughout your own experience and what you have shown them about your experience. It's like you can talk to people till you're blue in the face, but until someone is ready to receive from you and to reciprocate unconditional love, which is an equal balance of giving and taking without even micromanaging that's happening. Like that just sounded like somebody's entire story is like you want unconditional love, but you're micromanaging so many other things. But here you want unconditional love, but you're being more conditional than anything. Good day. Good day. Look at that, the unicorn. And what's the final message here, Source? The hyena, the deer, and the bat. Like this joint right here, what is this? This is a really uncomfortable space right now, this energy. From what I was just saying, somebody's not being honest with themselves. Going through these emotional phases, but not really going through the emotional phases. That looks like 20 wands. Or this could also be that connection that somebody needs to detach themselves from. As soon as that happens, you roll right into victory and success. Erica Badu, Tyrone. Wow. Because you have the Justice card with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Swords. This energy comes after all of this is handled. This is going back to the communication is key. Adjustments are required. Express yourself. This is going back to every day do something that is a vibrational match to the life that you want to live. Because you got all this Piscean energy assisting you to do that. Why is this coming out here like this? Why is it coming out here like this? Because you're going through a transformation of the moth. Are you shitting me? It's basically getting to a space now where you embrace the process, the journey, or what some would call taking it slow. 3609 on the timer. But this is definitely changing moments where you would be more hasty. The dolphin. Okay, your hearing is increasing because your mind is clearer. So you're able to, this is what I was saying about that communication with source. It's exactly what I was saying. Things move faster. Time is an illusion. We move through time and space. That shit don't move. We the fucking ones move. My darling. I'm gonna actually close this one out and I'll come back. But as soon as you're in the live, let me know with the bling bling message right there. And I got you. I got you. I'll be back.